All right, everyone. This is the second recording. Um, Listen, you'll notice that when you go look at our videos, you'll always see 31 minutes and 46 seconds. I can fill up all that time. I'm telling you, I have no problem filling up these videos. And I go check the time. I'm going, okay. So the last bit of good stuff that I said at the end didn't get recorded. So I'm picking that up in this video. Now, this video, we'll talk about your tithing power. Okay. Um, Yeah, we did your prosperity. I'm gonna do another prosperity recording today, and then we'll move on to your tithing power. So as I was saying at the end of the video, which I believe I missed saying the first video, that was part one. This is part two. I'm always recording 2 videos a day, so I'm gonna have to start saying part one, part two. So listen, please subscribe to this channel. This is your channel. Please hit the notification bell so that you're notified of our new videos when they come out and released, which right now is every day. And hit the like button because you must like what you're hearing because you are self-awareness, self-realization, self-empowerment. Remember, the foundation that all is built on is I am. And that's a foundation that is, as, and am never laid by the hands as man, woman, or child, but is cause as every man, woman, and child. I am is I am named, that is I am named, and I am known as and from as, I'm going to not say from, as generation after generation after generation. That's Exodus 3:13 through 15. There are many different names that I am is called via religion. Like you got Buddha, Krishna, Tao, Brahma, Jehovah, Allah, etc. Okay, there's a very constant sound in all those names, which is Ah. And there's an Ah meditation that gets rid of the M-I-N-D that talks about the Ah. Okay, but even like Amen. Okay, but I am. It's never changing, constant, forever is, am, as, and ever will be. Forever and ever and ever and never, ever not being forever. Okay? That's the foundation. No one, no man, no matter how many buildings and skyscrapers and cities and communities and societies are being built, this I am that I am as you, I am as I am. Can't no man build it, but all men, women, and children are manifest as that. That's why I am says, John 8:58, before Abraham was, I am. And I take that farther. Before the universe was, that I put the world in, that I put Abraham on, I am. That's why this channel is called Amology. No apology and no debate. So don't anyone call me debating because I know what I'm talking as. Not just talking about, but I'm speaking as, and you know. So don't try to sell me on something else. This is all I'm speaking as, period. So if you don't like what you hear, no problem. But no matter what your faith is, if you realize you I am, you'll be a better whatever you like to, where you like to go worship and fellowship or whatever. But I'm going to let you know this. I am was never meant to be worshiped or praised, but to be experienced. Because as soon as you say I am, you are the experience. When you say I am happy, you automatically are happy. When you say I am wonderful, you automatically are wonderful. When you say I am, and you actually calling forth what you already are. Even if you never said I am happy, your happiness, this infinite being that we are, is everything that we can verbally, physically call forth. That's why the name is I am. All we got to do is start acting as that, which we are, a world beyond this world, but at the same time encompasses this entire universe and world. And that world is I am. Even if somebody say there are worlds and universes and universes, guess what? Those universes and universes and worlds are not greater than I am. They all in I am, including this universe and this world. and the other planets that are here. This I am we are. I got very excited. We talk about prosperity, and there's a $50 million check at the end, and I was like really fired up. And then when I woke up today, I was like, man, that's really good. Man, I am 50 million. 50 million. Now listen, don't just say you a certain amount. Don't just say you're a certain amount of money. Dress up your money with adjectives. You listen to me now. Hear this really carefully. Don't just say that you are 50 million, but say you are joyful, happy, fun, $50 million. So that way, when you're 50 million, when the $50 million you say you are, remember, the words I am speaking are spirit and life. The words are not spirit and life. That's John 6:63. The words are not spirit and life. I am spirit and I am life. Speaking I am self as words. And now these words that I'm speaking I am self as, John 1:14, are flesh and now dwelling as I am. But in the beginning was this word I spoke as, and this word was with I am as I am, and now this word was I am. And now I am, this word is flesh. Isaiah 55:11. I am the words that goeth forth out of I am mouth, and shall not return to I am body void, because I am speaking as truth, as in upon the body I am. So when every time you speak, you're saying what already is, not to come. You're saying what I already am, what I already am. Man, we got to learn that. Every time you speak, you're saying what I am. You are I am saying I am. If you feel something about someone, I had to do a meditation. My floor creaked a little bit earlier. I had to do a meditation. That's cool. I had to do a meditation. I was getting a little emotional and just like, okay, cool. You know, when I played basketball, sometimes I would hit it in the gym, like, but yeah, when yeah, that's the realization. Like, we're saying what is a declaration, a statement as truth. We believe when we don't do affirmations with the idea you're creating, but speak an affirmation as what I am. Like, have this realization when you speak an affirmation. I am this. I am this. Not I'm saying this to be this. No, I'm saying this to see. We always believe that once something shows up in the visible world, then that's created. I'm already created as the invisible. I am already that reality as the invisible. The creation is finished. There's a chapter in here called, I have one of my books called Least Effort. See, we don't get busy trying to create what I am, but we can celebrate, we can take actions based on what I am. If you say, you know, I'm $50 million, right? I got this here, prosperity. So let me just add this a little bit, just a second video. So I was doing a release session, and I hit on that other video. And then I started talking about some other great things, okay? Well, not no other great things. I'm talking about other, other experiences as I am. Let me say that, not other great things. Because we don't prefer to have like, oh, some other great things. No, I started talking about other experiences as I am, okay? It's only one I am. I am all these things, all these experiences, all these people, places, things, moments, circumstances, events, and experiences that are positive and loving now. Don't claim somebody that's not loving or positive. Don't claim that. Now you can look through what they're showing you as best you can and see I am, and perhaps they'll change. You don't have to go up and start having words with them, but you keep your vision right so that you're feeling that truth. You know, we don't prefer to, sometimes being shown, it's kind of hard to do that when somebody's showing non-loving activity. Is, you know, sometimes you can get pulled in, but like, back up, man. All right, back up. I'm not trying to get caught in this vibration with you now. You don't want me to go there because, you know, I'm prepared. So, you know, let me stay as I am so I can send you a blessing. Don't get me caught on your vibration and then I have to teach you a lesson. You know, so sometimes what I do is I purposely keep myself at a distance from some beings. Not, you know, it's just that, you know, sometimes when you're not too close to beings, they can't affect you. And, you know, and then you have to challenge yourself not to be pulled into that vibration. But you got a distance. You can send them a blessing. They don't even know. You keeping your vibration right. They're not. Their vibration is not interfering with yours. And we still have the I am, but you know, some beings take this wonderful I amness that we are, and they vibrate something that's not cool. Happens all the time. And then you doing your work and putting out the love. So we're not to say we don't judge someone, but you know, you sometimes have to stay clear and say you can keep yourself good, and you can always just send out the love, staying to yourself, you know. So, but anyway, I was doing a release session, and Lester Leviston broke down what the forbidden fruit is and the tree of knowledge. A lot of beings, they have so much reverence and so much praise for Think, Thinking, Thought, Mind. Now, I've already read scriptures in other videos where I am says, whom do you say that I am? And Isaiah 44:6 says, I am, and there is no God beside I am. And then I am says, when I said that I am, all these things went backwards and fell to the ground. Mind, law of attraction, subconscious, all these other things that one is empowered. There's only one foundation before the universe was, that the world was put in, that Abraham was put on. I am. Before all of our bodies were Abraham. I am. Have some tea. So this is what I'm talking as, not just talking about, but speaking as. And this is tea, mixture of herbal teas, and you're listening as this truth, okay? You're listening as this truth. All right. So now I'm gonna talk about the book. So anyway, let me finish up. So Lawrence Crane said a lot of beings don't realize the forbidden fruit and the process, the forbidden fruit and the tree of knowledge is going up into the head. The forbidden fruit is the process called Thinking. Thinking, and that's the forbidden fruit. Said when Eve and Adam ate that, they were kicked out of the Garden of Eden, not because they ate it, but by eating that. When they moved from compassion to judgment, to think, Think, they moved from the heart up here, and they automatically, this is the Garden of Eden, right? This is where we conceive here. Immaculate conception, heart to solar plex. They went from here to here. And that's where all criticism, like someone said, constructive criticism. No, never constructively criticize someone, but constructively encourage them. Say constructively encouragement. Now say the other one. You tell me which one feels better. I guarantee you, everyone would be welcome to you to constructively encourage them. But there will be a turnoff when you start constructively criticizing someone. And that's coming from here. Someone say they are I am, don't say they're narcissistic, don't say they're arrogant. When they are saying I am compassionately as the heart, and I'm avoiding using the word from, but as the heart, they saying I am, that's not arrogance. That's not narcissistic. Anytime we say that from here, that's arrogance, and that's narcissistic. But then even don't judge them there, because if they are here and they're on their way back here and they have the realization that they're I am, don't say they're narcissistic and don't say they're arrogant. They just woke up here and go, wow, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I must go back here. So someone could say they're I am from here. Don't label them as narcissistic and arrogant and try to make them feel bad because they woke up. Because you usually wake up, you know, if you like sloppy drunk, you might wake up in a place like, whoa, how did I get here? But you still, I am waking up in this weird place. So when someone wake up in their head, they still, I am waking up like, whoa, why am I up here? Why I am up here? When I really, this is my real home here. So that's still not narcissistic. So that's just a judgment someone is making because they don't want to wake up. And their ego is making them criticize someone's awakening because the ego will go attack the awakening. The ego will make someone else. The ego will the MIND, misinformation, needing demolition, will will use someone else's articulators, lips, teeth, and tongue to attack someone else's awakening, to shut them down so that it won't be exposed. You got to be careful what's using your mouth. I tell my son, it's best when we keep our mouth closed until our heart is using our mouth. If the heart is not using the mouth to speak, it's best to go boom. But if this using the mouth to speak, we're going to have to apologize to someone. I guarantee you. You start speaking from here, if this use your mouth, if this using your articulate, your lip, teeth, and tongue, even if you don't apologize, you know you should. So, you notice that you won't hear me use words like T-H-I-N-K here, T-H-I-N-K-I-N-G, T-H-O-U-G-H-T, subconscious, M-I-N-D, M-I-N-D, brain, none of that. I keep saying I am, heart, conceive. I'm keeping I am right here. The focus must be brought back here. This is where I am lives as you. Start seeing as the heart, not as here. You know, if you get an image that you really love to experience and you can start exercising and seeing, because what happens when you start seeing as the heart, you automatically activating John 14:14. John 14:14 says, if you ask anything as I am name, I would do that. It doesn't mean saying in the name of I am. No, but that means feeling. Feeling is asking. Feeling equals asking. Feeling in parentheses is asking in scripture. So when you start seeing as the heart, if you put an image here and you can train you as the heart to see the image, to start experiencing the image as the heart, you automatically feeling yourself as that, and you am that, and nothing on this planet Earth can stop I am from coming. Period. Let me check and see. I believe my video just stopped. Hold on. No, we're still going. We got time. So this is what I'm doing with this book. So we're going to go back to chapter prosperity, because I was on that yesterday. So I celebrated. Now, how this book is written, listen, you will go to www. Okay, let me finish up with Lawrence Crane. So Lawrence Crane broke down when I was doing a release session. Let's finish this up. Stay out of here. Stay away from here. Drop back here. That's the whole point. And you notice I won't use any language or words that'll get you here. Because beings, you know, when you can finally get someone back here, don't use language and words to put them right back up here. It's like, oh, I'll speak about the truth. I'm going to say you're I am. But then I'll go ahead and listen to this. Now, this is not right to do. This is not right to do if you out here motivating beings who are looking to be helped. Now, I'm going to speak on this. There are a lot of great speakers out there. And there are beings who are looking to find their way back home. The Wizard of Oz is a great analogy of being home and dreaming that you're not. Dorothy, the whole movie, the tornado came, the house spun around, landed on this witch, and you saw her legs underneath the house, and Dorothy woke up in the dream, and she started trying to get back home, because the house was taken from one state to the next, pretty much, or a different part of the state. And so in the dream, she met the scarecrow, the scary, cowardly lion, and the Tin Man, and they helped her help her along the yellow brick road to Oz. You get to Oz, and there's a guy behind the curtain with this big booming voice acting as the one, right? And Toto goes behind the curtain and pull the curtain. You can see the man back there working some apparatus, speaking, and then all of a sudden he was exposed, right? So now Dorothy realized everybody kept telling her she had to go to Oz. She heard Oz. She believed Oz was the one, right? And the dog Toto exposed Oz. When she saw that, the good fairy showed up. I'm gonna avoid using the word W-I-T-C-H. The good fairy showed up, but along the whole trip on the way back to finding truth was that non-positive voice was manifested as that W-I-T-C-H. Right? You remember that? And she was bothering Dorothy the whole way. And then Dorothy finally get there and realized, whoa, this Oz voice was fake. And then the good fairy showed up and says, just click your heel 3 times and say there's no place like home. And Dorothy did that. Boom, boom, boom. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Boom, boom. She woke up. Do you know she was in bed at home the whole time dreaming that she wasn't? And in her dream, the cowardly lion, the scarecrow, and the Tin Man were relatives sitting around the bed waiting for her to come out of her I guess, coma. And so, all of you who don't know that you are I am and believing that you are who are in a coma. And wonderful beings like I am self are waking you up out of that coma. And so, when someone is talking about I am and they get you back here, they should not throw language in like this. They shouldn't use words like THO, and you got a THINK, and you got a WANT, and you got a THINKING, and you got to get this in your MIND. That's taking you right back from Eden back. You see what I'm saying? To the forbidden fruit. Once they get you here, the language and the words have to be delivered to keep I am right here. You're back home now. And remember this. You're not back home. You are that place called home. Listen, I know. Listen, I'm getting my views up. This is slowly getting views. I mean, I look at the other channels, and so I'm working on ways to get this voice out more, so beings can really look and realize when you come here, you're gonna be helped. You hear these conversations. Remember, I'm not a minister. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a deacon. This is not theology. This is I amology. No apology and no debate. This is a non-traditional, non-religious, joyful, happy, fun conversation. So I'm not preaching to you. I don't like to be preached at and preached to, and I'm not going to do it to you. I like for you to be able to chill, whether you're at the beach, you're in your car, you're relaxing with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, you know, and you're walking with your children, whatever. You're in the kitchen cooking, you're doing push-ups, whatever. You're at the gym. You can listen to this and go, wow, you don't have to come show up and meet me on Sunday. Every day is your day. Every day the sun shines, and you are the sun. It's Sunday. So, anyway, now let me get back to this book. Let me check and see how much time I have, because I like to make sure I get on this right quick. Okay, so I got some good time. So anyway, I covered the release technique, right? Lawrence Crane. Now you'll hear more about Lawrence Crane in the first video. So I'm going to start putting part 1, part 2, because I'm always doing 2 videos every day. So now, the way I have this book written, the table of contents are on the cover. Listen, people, please get a copy of this book. This book is only $50. It should be $50,000. I kid you not. The way I wrote this book is 600 some pages. In the beginning of the book, there's a divorce ceremony. There's a divorce ceremony that I've written. And the divorce ceremony is throwing away all the other false, like Dorothy, the Osh, throw that voice away. The divorce ceremony is throwing away MIND. You don't have to get anything in misinformation needing demolition. There's a statement that goes, the MIND is a terrible thing to waste. Look at that sentence closely. They're telling you to waste it. Waste means throw away. The sentence is not like this. The MIND, it is it, or, and I don't like the word it. Get the word it out of here too, because I am. So, well, in this case, we'll go ahead and say it. It is a terrible thing to waste the MIND. Now, that would be it. Like this wonderful information you're getting, now, I am would be a terrible thing to waste this. Would be a terrible, and I'm going to tell you something else. It is a terrible thing to waste yourself believing that you're the who and don't realize you're the what. So that's a terrible thing to waste, believing that you're a who and not knowing that you're what, and the what is I am. Terrible thing to believe that you are a who and not know your true identity is you divinity, which is I am. Now that's a terrible thing. But the sentence goes like this. The MIND is a terrible thing. Like bad information is a terrible thing. Poison is a terrible thing. Spoiled food is a terrible thing to waste. That means spoiled food is a terrible thing to throw away. Waste means throw away. MIND is a terrible thing to waste. So law of attraction, subconscious. So I do a divorce ceremony at the beginning of this book. So I have you divorce them so you can go realize back to the I am. Then, so that way you don't create any more what's called people, places, things, moments, circumstances, events, and experiences as that. And then I have you do a marriage ceremony where you marry the I am you are. And now you start I amming you self as better people, places, things, moments, circumstances, events, and experiences. And now you divorced a life full of lessons, and now you are married to a life full, as blessings. Once you divorce these, the lessons are over. You marry I am, the blessings are now, and they're all you. And that's what this book does, and that's what this channel is about. And that's why this channel is called I Am Publications, and this series is called I Amology, the study of. Ology means the study of. The Bible is the study of I am. Some beings said it's a psychological manual. No, this book is not about the psychology. This book is not a study of the psyche. Psychology is a study of the psyche. You go to college, they have many textbooks on psychology. This is a study of I am. Like if you get a brand new car in the glove compartment, that manual is a study as the vehicle. Now the manual is not the power. The vehicle is the power. The manual has instruction how to operate that power. The vehicle is. Get a microwave oven. They have a little manual in the plastic bag. A sealed plastic bag. That manual, instruction manual for that microwave oven is not the power. There's instruction how to operate that power of that microwave better. This is an instructional manual how to operate the power you are. That's why my second chapter is called You Are Power. So don't make this more powerful than I am you are. Because before this was written, I am as you. Before this was written, before this was put on scrolls and written on walls or caves, not caves, but walls and pyramids, I am. Before a man was put on this planet to scribe and write on scrolls, I am. If you wake up as I am, and then that brings me to this. So how this book is written is the first 25 to 30 pages, I repetitively, every time I repetitively use the words you, that's why you are abundance, right? So when you see you and when you see abundance in this chapter, so we're talking about prosperity right now. When you see the word prosperity in parentheses, you see Y-O-U. And when you see the word you in parentheses, you see prosperity. That goes on for 25 to 30 pages, right? Now, I cast you because I've taken hiatus from acting, so I'm a screenwriter as well. So I go fade in, description, establish where you are, the action, and then the dialogue. I mean the character. The character is prosperity. You playing prosperity. You speaking as prosperity. That goes on for 5 pages. Then I go fade out. Then I have 5 pages where you write your own scene. Then I have an affirmation where you speak yourself into existence. First I said, feel I am through twice. Now, when you feel that you're activating John 14:14, if you ask anything as I am named, I am doing. And scripture says, if you ask anything in my name, I will do that. But no, that verse should have been written this way. If you ask anything as I am being that. So asking is feeling. Put in parentheses, when you say ask, put feeling. So you feel the declaration through the affirmations, a long affirmation, 1 time, 2nd time, then 3rd time you speak I am yourself as the affirmation into visibility. Now, John 6:63 said, the words I speak are spirit and life. The words are not spirit and life. You are spirit and life speaking I am self as words. And then Isaiah 55:11 said, the words that be that go forth out of I am mouth shall not return to I am body void. Okay? So that's how this whole book is written as the end result. That's first cause. There's no way you cannot experience what I am by this book. I've done the work for you. You'll hear them talk about it in Neville Goddard's books. Live the end result. You hear Elmer Olaka Jr. say that. You hear Tom Karen say that on Be Something Wonderful Studio. Okay, boom. Right here on this channel, I Amology. I've solved all that for you. You don't have to try to do that. I've done the meditation. You just read and turn the pages and enjoy your new self, okay? Now, I got excited yesterday because at the end of the prosperity chapter, there's a check for $50 million. $50 million. Now, remember, this is what I say about $50 million or any amount of money. Always put these 3 adjectives before. I am joyful, happy, fun money. I am joyful, happy, fun, $50 million. So that way, as you are causing, as you are allowing yourself, because you're already this as the Father, as the invisible, and as you causing yourself, you're taking expression and what's called manifestation, which is you already are this, as a joyful, happy, fun way. Because you know some beings have money, and that money doesn't come in a joyful, happy, fun way. Because they didn't dress that money up as positive adjectives. And remember, the words that be that go forth out of I am's mouth shall not return to I am body void. And the words that I speak, I am spirit and life speaking I am self as the words. John 6:63. Everything I'm saying is backed up. This is sound. You know what I'm saying is true. You can feel what I'm saying is true. You being in this channel, you're blessed. You must go to the website and get the copy of this book. www.youareverythinggood.com. youareverythinggood.com. Just click on that link you see on the YouTube channel, I Am Publication, the one with the eagle. You'll see a website link. Click on, take you right there. Get a copy of this book. Now, the email addresses are youareverythinggood1323@gmail.com. And also, Amology1323@gmail.com. That's right. So you got the email addresses and you have the website. And now you have to say, I have a copy of this book. And enjoy your the new self you are, the journey, because let me tell you something. I've done the work for you. You can go to all the other channels. And this one right here, I filled in all the questions that you may have. All the missing links are filled in right here. I am not going to discuss that you are I am and have conversations about MIND here. No. Once I get you back here, I'm not letting you go back up here. And in order to do that, I cannot be having conversations with someone about MIND. Even if they come here and say, I'm going to say, okay, I'll tell you what you do. Now, your power, that's the second chapter in this book. You can stop that thing by turning away from that. Turn the other cheek. Just turn the power you are away from the conversation, and this will start getting quiet. Let me tell you something. No one needs a brain. You know why? You already have a brain. What you need your brain to do is be still, quiet, and peaceful. And the brain is healthier when it's still quiet and peaceful because the body gets more rest. The body rejuvenates with a full 8-9 hours